Morning, hope you're well. Priming pivots this morning. So what we've done here, if you've been watching along, we had a rubber boot here between the two. We had a bit of trouble with this. I don't know what happened, that we had some back pressure and it blew this pipe off. And in doing that, it bent it and buggered the end of it. We did have a rubber boot there. We put it back together. Got a new bit of pipe, put it back together, and we just couldn't get the pressure up on the pump. It was like the pump was starving for water. So we've been telling the guys at Eagle Eye Machinery where we've got it from, or who installed it originally, and what we've sort of discovered, we've got a one-way valve down the bottom there, and what's happening, or what had been happening, we think, is when the butterflies open, they're actually catching the pipe and jamming. So we were having trouble. It wasn't keeping prime, but then when we put it back together this second time, it's hasn't been. Yeah, the butterflies flaps have been getting jammed against the pipe, we think, and hasn't allowed it to come open and get full pressure through the pump. And then also we've got rid of this rubber boot here. We've welded another flange on this pipe, and we've got a flexi join there. So I've just got the pump running. I'm just priming it up. I've got the engine running out in the middle centre going, so fingers crossed. Looks like we might have water here now, so we'll see how we go. Wheat is on. Wheat is well and truly on. So yeah, speed up a few hours. So we got the irrigator going, and yeah, it stopped for no reason. So anyway, we got it going. I got it going again. It did hold prime, which was good. So, and we've got pressure, which is even better. So it's just running around. We're giving that pivot 25 mil. I can't remember whether I said that or not. Apologies if I did. So we're putting 25 mil on, and then as soon as it's sort of dry enough, we'll get in and get planting. The planter is home. At home, we got it yesterday. So Brendan loaded it. It's got the pop-up, the liquid vert in the front, and we've got the air cart behind it. So we're going to be banding urea and MOP while we're going. So yeah, we just need to throw a bit of seed in it, and we're good to go. So hoping a couple of days we'll get into that, which will be good. They are talking rain again in 7 days' time. So yeah, we'll just see how that pans out. Wheat, we're well into this 60 hectares. I think we've done, what have we done? Done 50 out of 60 hectares. We started about 2 o'clock. I don't know what the hell happened. We had to jump start the header yesterday morning. Just didn't quite have enough crank. And then this morning when I got in it had nothing at all. And you just can't jump start them, not when the batteries are dead like that. So I whipped the batteries out and went to town and got a couple of new batteries, and yeah, got them back here and brought the train. Got it, stripped a sample, and Tony ran a sample over, and the moisture was fine. So yeah, we mobilised the troops then. So Kev's taken one load, took I think nearly 62 tonne on his first load. He's just getting another load here now. We were about full up. So our truck's full as well. Russell will be back in it tomorrow. So we're doing about 8 kilometres an hour, so we're marching over it pretty well. I reckon we're around that 3.4 tonne to the hectare, which again, given the rainfall we had, is a pretty bloody good result. So we can't strip 4 and 5 tonne crops every year. So the first load went APW, so I think Australian Premium White. Australian Premium White. Grain tanks, we're 3/4 full again. Yeah, so the first, we had good protein. I don't know whether we sort of dropped back a grade with screenings or what it is. But yeah, so touch wood, header's going okay. Air conditioner was sort of working was going alright until about half an hour ago, so it's chucked a bit of a wobbly again. But anyway, we've got a problem, and it's not stopping us, but the there's something going on with the control for the concave, so I can't use the switch inside the concave here, inside the cabin here to open the concave up and down. So that's the gap between the rotor and the grates. Yeah, so we can do it manually. So I sort of did it manually when I first started, and then just did it manually when we first started, and I had to, when we stripped the sample was pretty ratty, so I had to actually wind it up a little bit more. So we're pretty good now. I haven't played around with it too much. So, but yeah, 12 metre swipes at 8. I have slowed down a little bit. I was sort of close to 9 k's there for a while, but I was probably getting a bit silly. Everything was running along alright, but it's pretty quick. So we're back to, and apologies, the windows, the dust's sort of hanging again. The breezes drop right off. So we're gonna march across it. So hopefully we've got another 75 hectares here in this block that we'll get done tomorrow. We'll get going a lot earlier tomorrow, and then there's another 70 hectares across the road. So I'm hoping, barring a breakdown or anything like that, we'll be 2 days and we'll be finished at the back here, which would be nice. In other news, we've been buying sheep. So we bought some more breeding ewes. We're just, with the way we were going to end up a bit light on for numbers with our ewes. We've still got 900 ewes on, but once we scan anything, we've sort of got a policy, anything that scans empty goes. So I was a bit concerned if we could potentially have 100 or 150 that don't scan up in February, and then our numbers are getting pretty low. So we bought another 400 young ewes, a different bloodline to what we've got. If you've been watching along, we've been having feed structure trouble, so we've gone to a different bloodline. So I'm hoping these ones will be good. Maiden ewes come from up northern New South Wales, so off station country, so they're well-bred sheep. We've actually have been, the guy's got a big property up there, 120,000 acres up there at, I think they're Corindi, I think. And then, but yeah, his home base is back at Wellington, so Dad and I have actually been to the home place, so it's a pretty good setup. So, and yeah, the beauty of these is we can buy them each. We'll be able to buy them each year. So that's what I was sort of wanted to sort of get something where we could just keep buying them again. Another thing, we bought some more trade lambs. So through the same agent, through our agent, call him our agent because we buy a lot of sheep through him. Scott Thrift through AWN up Dubbo. So we've bought 680 merino white Suffolk rams. So yeah, we'll just trade them. We've got plenty of loose, and we'll be back to 350 lambs of our own lambs left by the end of the week. So we just thought we've got an opportunity. It's only middle of November. We've got an opportunity to trade a few. I did actually bid on some more ewes today on Auctions Plus. Have a go in the dust. But yeah, I probably should have kept bidding. They were only 100. We got to 120 bucks. They were young ewes, just 300 of them. And yeah, the winning bid was 122. So anyway, we'll keep an eye out. There might be a few more opportunities come up. But yeah, I don't know. The sheep, we probably grow better sheep than what we do grain. So I'm sort of a bit keen to sort of push the sheep job if we can. And I've got a few things in mind. I do keep talking to you guys about a feedlot, like just a little feedlot. So yeah, I'd like to sort of try and work on that. Anyway, so both lots of them, a local carrier that has been carting sheep home for us from up north for a few years now. He was actually heading up north with a B-double to bring some sheep back from up north. To deliver some sheep up north. So that's going to work out well. He can do them as a backload, and then he's going to send just 4-decker up to pick the ewes up. So Anyway, at the moment we're concentrating on harvest, but they will be here in a couple of days' time, all going well, and we'll drop the ewes here straight onto this wheat stubble, and the lambs will go to home and they'll have to be shorn. So, which, yeah, I've spoken to shearers, so that'll happen next week. So, all happening sort of the plan. So, but yeah, 3 days, 4 days, 3 days stripping wheat, and then we'll, our irrigation will still be 2 green, so we'll get back on the contracting. All done for this paddock, so I think it's done very close to 3.5 tonne, I think, what grain we've got here. So we don't have a calibrated yield monitor, but that's alright. So it's about 9:30. Some paddock's pulled right down. It's, yeah, not very good harvest weather at the moment, but anyway, Brendan's stepped in the chase bin into the mother bin, and if there's any room left, I'll stick a bit here in the back of it. Hopefully it doesn't run into anything. Yeah, about half a month's full here left. Yeah. Harvest. Morning. Just come over to have a look at the irrigated wheat just to see how ripe it is. Now the problem we got is that we can see that we've got green ones like that. So have a look at the heads on them. This is going to be good. So yeah, we've just still green heads amongst it. So I was hoping we might have been able to do all our wheat, but we're not. Yeah, not going to happen, unfortunately. So we'll just have to come back here at a later date once it's a bit riper. It is going to warm up. What are we, Wednesday? They're talking rain again next week. So we're talking rain all next week, which is always the way. But anyway, so my thought was we could do all our wheat before we went contracting again. But it's, yeah, if it's not ready, it's not ready. We probably, it's hardly worth. There are a couple of blocks here, dryland blocks here, but you know, it's hardly worth shifting here and then having to come back again. So anyway, this looks really good. It'd be good to have 1,000 acres of this, but anyway. So what else? Irrigator's still going, so I've been down there and had a look. It's happy enough. Just had a look here next door at our new block. We've just got a channel there. That channel we pulled up, we need to sort of fill it in a few spots to be able to get across it with the header. Yeah, so we'll go out now and yeah, I'll chuck a bit of fuel in the header and get it serviced, and we'll get rolling again. Still rolling along pretty well. We're into the second paddock here today, so we've got about about 14 hectares left, 15 hectares left in this paddock, and then we're finished on this block. Kev's just been with the road train again. I think he'll be on his third load for the day, third or fourth load for the day. Russell's been carting. He took one this morning. The truck was loaded from last night. Then he's carted 2 loads home, and then he's just taken one to tote them all now. We had a rock stuck under a draper mat before, so that was a bit of a quick fix once we found out where it was. But yeah, we're sort of about 5 o'clock now, but the day has warmed up. It's going to be pretty warm the next few days. So yeah, we're running about 10.5% proteins around that APW still, and I reckon we'll probably average around, well, these 3 paddocks will be somewhere near the 3 tonne to the hectare. So again, given the rain we've had, yeah, it's a pretty good result. I'm getting up and back for a box pull, so Brendan's not having to travel too far. We had him under. He's only got about a 200 metre run here up to the bin, so sort of had him pretty busy in the other paddock because he was having to travel back to the bin. We've just left the bin in the one spot. It's nice and sort of level there for the trucks, and the ground's hard, so not that the ground's going to be wet or anything like that. Tony's going to come out and up on the bin shortly. Brendan's got a meeting. I've had a couple of phone calls just about some of our contracting work that we're going to do. Everyone's looking at the weather forecast, so I've actually, potentially handballed a bit of canola to another guy. Actually, neighbour had a guy that had a ring to see whether he wanted any work done. So yeah, it was sort of not the guys that can get headers and that sort of stuff. I'm not going to say no. You can't have someone else strip your own crop, especially when the weather's getting a bit untidy or potentially getting a bit untidy. So yeah, there's still 120, 30 hectares of canola there to pick up, and there's still 300 hectares of wheat. So yeah, there's still going to be plenty for us to do. And I may even, when we finish our wheat here, I looked at their irrigation this morning, as you would have seen, it's still too green. So we've got 230 hectares of canola in front of us to pick up. So I may even get someone to come and give us a hand. There are a few headers floating around. Just give us a couple of days just to get the back of that broken. Well, 2 headers in sort of 4 days, we'd get that picked up, no worries at all. So it'll just speeds the job up a bit, and especially with the trucks and that. Yeah, your trucks aren't waiting around for you. So yeah, we're on top of it. But yeah, it'd be good if the weather forecast. It's a bit of a typical this time of year when they can't make up their mind whether it's going to rain or whether it's going to, yeah, there's sort of a bit of a change coming at the weekend, and then they're not too sure what's going on next week yet. So yeah, but anyway, no, we're sort of marching along pretty well here, 8.5, 9 kilometres an hour, so we are getting across it pretty quickly, which is good. So which I knew barring breakdowns, I knew that would be the case. So we'll get our dryland wheat, barring a breakdown, finished tomorrow, and then yeah, work out where we're heading then. But yeah, it'll probably be back to pick up canola, I reckon. So alright, we've got moved, yielding this paddock ring. Now the other 3 have done about 3.5 tonne between them, so that's not too bad. So just cropping here is not as good. It just didn't get the summer spray. It was pasture. It was sort of pretty heavily grazed, so we just direct drilled into it. So it's actually not too bad down here on the heavier country, but we get up the sand on the hill, and it's yeah, there's been quite a lot of kangaroo damage in here too, so which is an idea. Just had Tony call me on the 2-way. He's got a flat tyre on the front of the Magnum, so yeah, we might. It's 10 to 10 now, so we mightn't go much later. So I'll have to get on to someone in the morning and get that fixed. I may even just bring the fence out, the big tractor out, and put it on the bin for the time being. It's at home in the shed, so that'll be a quick fix. And
it's not good. It's about a 5-inch tear in the sidewall on the outside.
You heard that? I'd say the tyre's stuffed. Yeah, righto. Yeah, I'll have to try and get a new one, I suppose.
Well, yeah, it's rooted, unfortunately. Just want to leave it here.
Oh, I suppose, yeah. We'll just bring that other big tractor out in the morning, I suppose. No, don't worry. I'll be able to answer that myself here. Have you got what sort of peak you got in that bin?
It's just peaked up to be a load for like our little truck, I'd say. Just had to start moving forward, like, when it peaks up the first time, I've just had to start moving forward that last load.
Yeah, okay. Nah, righto. Might nearly do us anyway. Okay, we'll just have to wait in the morning.
Walk back along and see, find what it was.
Is it just the tyres failed, or do you reckon something's gone through the side of it?
Oh, I don't know. It's could have failed. It's got that sort of look about it, but I'll walk back to see.
Yeah, okay. Just write down what size it is, can you? That's not going to be cheap. They're a big fat single tire. I think they're a 650 in width. So, yeah. Anyway, we'll see how that pans out in the morning when we can see what's going on. But don't know whether I hadn't noticed the split in them. So, yeah, it's not too sure what's going on there. It's a bit of a strange one. Anyway, don't know. Yeah, it's probably not that easy to. They can put a sleeve in them too, but if it's coming right through, it's not going to be that big. It might well bugger it. So anyway, we'll have a look in the daylight and see what we got. But yeah, we're gonna I'll probably strip this box full, and that might nearly do. And yeah, we'll break it burn in the morning. Just come out to the pivot. I thought it might have been past the finishing point, but it's not quite there yet, so it's going to work out all right. Still got water coming in, so apologies for the noise. Now we're waiting on, if you're not in Australia, the 3G network's closed, so the remote control for this one is still on 3G, so we can't remotely monitor it or turn it off. So the other one's been done, but I'm still waiting on them to come and do this one. So I'm just going to put an auto stop in here. So if we go, auto to just stop it for a minute. So the setup, work this one out, hang on. High angle, so it's probably easier to go that way. We need to be 191. Come on, baby. Getting there. Wait, too far. Go back. Hopefully I've got it right. It's got an auto reverse and an auto stop, but hopefully it's the AS and auto stop at 191. So that's what I usually set in my phone. So fingers crossed that'll be alright. So we'll get it walking again. So the light's flashing. And fingers crossed in the morning it's where we want it to be. So still got about, I think it's at 170. So still got 21 degrees to go. So it's walking clockwise. Clockwise. So, anyway, so the plan is I'm going to get up early and come down and start and sow corn. I'll get Brendan set up. I'll get it all set up for him and then make sure it's going all right. And then, yeah, get him going on it and let him do it. So, right, that'll do for this one. It's, bedtime. We'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye.